Good afternoon, gentlemen. How's it going? I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day. Now, I was having a phenomenal day, and then NVIDIA Shadow Play said, no, not today, and they just decided to ruin my entire day because, I had a bunch of footage of me doing various tasks in the world, and I actually finished the end portal room, so yeah, I had footage. I was going to show you guys what the process was. I actually had a time lapse as well, but NVIDIA Shadow Play, like I said, they wanted to flicker my screen with different menus, so they did that, and now all the footage is just useless. So I'm actually going to walk around and show you guys what the end room looks like, and yeah, we'll get to that in a second, but I thought I'd just inform you guys that we are on episode 10, and yeah, let's just get into the episode. I've been talking about this for way too long. It's unfortunate, but what are you going to do? Alright, but anyways, this is what the end room is looking like. It's completely finished. Maybe I'll come back one day and add a few things, but I think it looks gorgeous. I especially love the atmosphere and the lighting. It's kind of weird looking at these like quartz pillars and how the lighting kind of like doesn't really catch up to itself. I don't know how to describe that, but this is the portal right here. We have this ceiling, this beautiful ceiling. I went with like a concrete, I said that weird, but concrete black for the ceiling. It looks so good. It's like, where does it end? I don't know. It just keeps going and it looks great. And these piglins or zombie pigmen, whatever they're called, they're just so annoying. They keep flowing through the portal. But as you can see, I added some bookshelves. I really love the lighting. I'm kind of bouncing off from thing to thing. It's just because the way I record these things, it's weird. I could finish the gameplay and then I come back and talk about it just because I don't want you to hear my mouse and keyboard because they are really loud. But yeah, I hope you guys like the room. I have these like arches in here. Everything looks really great. You have these ladders going up to the books and stuff like that. I think this room just looks so perfect. It looks really grand and it looks like a hall just how I wanted it. And I'm just really happy with the way it looks. Anyways, though, moving on to the actual meat and potatoes of the episode, I'm a hoarder. I have all these items everywhere and I need to sort them, and I've been putting it off and just adding shulker boxes, so this is probably going to take me a good few hours, but I'm going to pop on some Netflix and watch something and sort all of this, and I hate myself, but I have to do it. Alright, so I cleaned all of that up, and it took about 30 minutes. Now you might say that's not a lot of time, but when it's just picking up items and placing them into chests in the right chest, and it's boring, so it passes by slowly, but I was watching some YouTube, actually, so it kind of helped, but it was still just a tedious process. But then I got to thinking, I have this storage room, I have all these items, and, concrete was just really on my mind because I just used a lot of it. I was using it in the end room, and sorry that kind of worked out awkwardly. I didn't really talk about it, I just kind of jumped into the next scene, but the end room, I didn't really update you guys on what was happening because of those clips being corrupted. Sorry about that, but I hope you enjoy the final product. Did I already say that in this episode? I hope I didn't, but this is what I'm talking about right now. The concrete maker that I have here. It's kind of like a makeshift design. I just pump concrete powder into it and it makes concrete. I don't know, what is that called? Just concrete, I guess. I don't know why I'm being weird about that, but this design, it's horrible. I was thinking to myself, I need like one of those automatic TNT collector destroyer hello, concrete farms. What am I really talking about? I'm talking so fast and everything's just distorted nowadays, but yeah, I think I'm gonna build one of those automatic farm designs and then just get my concrete production up because this thing is just so tedious to collect and to farm, and I hate it. I like making the powder, that's fine, but making the actual concrete itself, because of the way the water system works, it's just really annoying. I was thinking about where I'm going to build this design, and I haven't really looked up any designs on YouTube or anything like that, so I don't know exactly how big this project is going to be, but I have this whole area dug out back here. I did this a few days ago. I just put some music on and just dug because I needed stone, and I got a bunch of stone, but now I have this whole area to fill, and this is a pretty optimal place to put a big farm design thing, so I guess I'm going to be putting it here. Now I have to find the design. Alright, so I did a bit of research on these big concrete farms, and that's the key word I want you to take away from this. They're big, they're bulky, it's a lot of redstone, and in my opinion, it's ultimately a little bit unnecessary. I think that the whole AFK strategy is a little bit easier for me, and this spot right here, I think this is as big of a location as we need. I kind of drew up some plans in a creative test world, and I have an idea for a farm that I can build. It's my own design. It kind of looks at a few different designs, and then I make my own kind of design out of it, and I'm saying design way too much. But moral of the story is I'm going to build this now. I don't know if I'm going to update you guys because it's really small. Maybe I'll just show you how it works. How does it work, you may be asking? Well, I finished the entire farm, and it's very huge, very complex design. I've worked on it for hours, and it's actually very simple. This is what it looks like. Kind of looks like a jail cell, not exactly the creme de la creme of Minecraft farm designs or building or anything like that. The architecture isn't off any scale or anything like that. Off any scale, what am I on? So I basically fill up my inventory here with a junk block of any sorts, and then I use my offhand and I put a piece of concrete powder in there, and then if you can see, there's like a chest to the left of me, and I put all my concrete powder in there. I can put a double chest. I can add another double chest, but I don't really need like 2 double chests of concrete powder. I don't use that much concrete powder. Then to my right, it's the collection area. You can pick up all your concrete, and it's a very simple design. I know I said it's complex because I am a Harvard graduate, but yeah, it's very simple. There's nothing much to say about it. I really just place down the blocks like this and then just mine with a pickaxe. And I have like a few blocks back there, so just in case I mine through the first layer, it doesn't mine through the second layer and, destroy the farm or anything like that. So it's kind of just like a backup design, but it's very simple. It's going to get the job done. I'm going to put some weights on my keyboard and go AFK and get all the concrete I need. Alright, so hopefully this room looks familiar. It's basically my villager breeder center from the last few episodes. I've been working on this, and as you can see, I did a bit more work on it off camera. I actually recorded a clip of this, but as I said before, clips got corrupted. It's all bad news and all it's bad stuff. And what did I just say there? Who knows? Moving on, as you can see, there's some green carpets down there. There's some leaves. I dotted those around the room because I need to get some light in here so zombies don't spawn and so bad things don't spawn. And it looks pretty good. It doesn't look bad. I guess the cells still look pretty bland and boring, but that's my objective right now. I'm gonna spice up this room, get it looking a bit better. And let's see. Oh, there you go. You see a guy running along, moving along in the system, in the tubes. There's oxygen in there. He's chilling. He's having a good time. He's vibing. But yeah, I want to make this room look a bit better. It's obviously not gonna look like the greatest thing of all time, but I just want to spice things up a little bit more, add some variation, change up the ceiling because it just looks a bit boring right now. Alright, so a very quick update. This is what it's looking like. I added some more leaves and vegetation on the ground everywhere, kind of dotted around, and it might be a little bit annoying to get to the villagers, but it won't be too bad. I've already tried it a few times, and it's not bad at all. I also added some cobblestone and andesite into the walls to give it some variation, some more broken up, naturey looks, vibes. I don't know what to call it, but I think it looks a lot better. Maybe not a lot, but it just does look better. It looks more finished. And now I want to work at the ceiling or work on the ceiling because it just looks a little bit boring, like I said in the previous clip. I'm going to add some logs, some beams. We'll see how it looks like. Let me just do that and then I'll show you. Okay, so I got the logs done, and I don't know if I love this design or if I hate it. I think I'm just, okay with it. You can see there's like logs going off into the ceiling, and then there's beams going across. There's also chains holding them together. I really love the chain block. I think it's one of the greatest Minecraft additions of all time. You can see you can still sneak through here, so it's not going to get in the way. But overall, I think the ceiling gained a good amount from this loggage. I don't know, from this added detail. I think it looks a lot better. The room looks a lot more finished, and getting stuck down here, it's pretty horrible. Hopefully I won't get stuck often, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I can just mine these blocks up and jump out if I ever need to, but for some reason I'm still attempting to get out of here with rockets. Who knows what I'm thinking? This was past me. I'm present me. I'm a very smart guy. I obviously know what's going on and what I'm going to do because I can tell the future. Why are you placing that glass like that? Come on, you idiot. Anyways, though, this room is basically complete. I need to get the villagers in, the pods. There's like a few villagers that haven't been placed in their pods, but it's basically complete. And as you can see at the end of this hallway, I also added this little crate here full of emeralds. I don't have too many, but it's enough. And then I have all of their trading goods and stuff like that. But the room is basically done. You probably won't be seeing this for a while, so hope you're content with it. Alright, so I'm basically done with a few of the projects that we've been working on for the past few episodes, and now we need to think of something else to do, and what better to do than to work on tedious, grindy tasks like nether tunnels. Now, if you guys have seen my previous episodes, you've probably remembered what my nether hub looks like. It's just a bunch of big tunnels leading into every direction of the world, and I have all this clay and concrete powder going up. I really like my nether tunnel designs. I think they look really grand and big, and they are tedious to build because they're just huge, and they're kind of useless because you just use rockets on them anyway. So if I left them undecorated, it would have been the same process to get from place to place. But today I want to work on a specific tunnel. I have themes for these tunnels, as you can see right here. This one's like my aquatic tunnel, and I'm just stopping here to look at what this design is like because I'm about to build another section of it. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen this part of my base, but actually, you know what, I showed it in the world tour, so I'm gonna show you when I get there. It's really far away, but it's not that far away. I can use like 10-15 rockets and I'm there. So I'm gonna show you what this area looks like if you guys haven't seen it before. Alright, so exiting out of the nether portal, as you can see, this is my jungle base. This is my first settlement in this world, and I haven't really showed it off in any of the episodes, only in the world tour. So if you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. It was actually all designed and played with in a different texture pack, so some things can look off and weird, and I don't know, I just didn't really love this area. I felt like it wasn't complete, but I was just done with it, so I decided to move on to bigger and better things. And the area we're at now is like my 5th transformation or movement, or I don't know. This is the storage room, though. Like I was saying, movement. I don't know. It's just like the fifth place I decided to settle in. I have a bunch of farms over here. Wow, I should be talking in more clear sentences because I'm just jumping back and forth. And I don't know what's wrong with my brain today. It's just working in a strange way. But yeah, this was my first base. And today we're going to be building a nether tunnel to here because I still often come back here. You know, I have some farms here. I have a pumpkin and melon farm here, some sugar cane, a mob farm, an iron farm. And I actually want to rebuild all of these farms at my current base. But for now, I still need to get to here. So I want to build a big nether tunnel in theme with this area. And it's a jungle area. So I want to build a jungle themed nether tunnel. I have a design for it. I have an idea for that design is what I mean to say, because what am I saying? Who knows? I have an idea for a design. I'm going to go design it in a creative test world, and then I'm going to build it. And let's get into that. Why don't we? All right, so getting out all my different blocks here, I have a bunch of different green blocks, you know, some jungle wood, some green terracotta, some green concrete, and I think I have a good design for this. I think it's going to look great, but the only thing I'm worried about is I actually built this design in a creative test world, so on a regular flat world, and I'm not sure how the nether grass is going to look like. I haven't seen nether grass in a while, so pretty sure it's a really ugly color, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to start building, and then I'll catch you guys up in a second. Okay, so this is the first pod of the nether tunnel, and we're basically going to be taking this and multiplying it, you know, copying it over and over and over, and I'm pretty happy with the design, but like I said, the leaves and the grass, not exactly looking great. I hate this color, they're pretty disgusting, but honestly, it's not the worst thing ever, and honestly, the way I'm looking at it is it's kind of like more in tone with the jungle logs. For some reason, it's like almost the same shade of brown in a way. I don't know, there's just something about it, and obviously this texture pack, I have green jungle wood, so it's more in the green theme. It's not that like pink color that it usually is. I like this. Now I have to copy it a bunch more times. Wish me luck. I don't know how long this is going to take. Alright, as you saw from that time lapse, I got a good amount of work done. I didn't finish it, I actually ran out of glass, and I ran out of grass, and I ran out of basically everything. That's not true, but most things, most of the vital things I've run out of, and I need to go resource gathering, but I figure I'll do that in another episode. You know, we'll catch up on this project, and we'll finish it eventually, but I got a good amount of work done. I have the design in, I have a lot of the routes set. I basically have everything done. I just need to continue repeating this until the portal, and yeah, I need to get all these leaves in. Other than that, I'm enjoying this project. You know, I could just put on Netflix, I could put on YouTube, and I could just grind and continue doing this. And it's very easy, it's very simplistic, so I can just keep on doing it and doing it. The only issue is the resources. I do not like collecting glass, sand for that matter. It's just very annoying to me, but I'm going to have to continue doing it because I don't want spawns. I don't want any mob spawns. So, yeah. Anyways, though, moving on to the next project. Anyways, moving on to the next project, what are we going to be working on? Today, it's the grand final. Not the grand final. Not quite sure what that means, but we're going to be working on a big boy here. We are going to finally be getting into the main kingdom, the castle area of this village. I've been putting this off for such a long time. That mostly comes down to the fact that these few houses here, I'm not exactly in love with them. I don't exactly love them. You know, I have all these other areas to work on, but the main houses that I've already built, I kind of want to tear down, so that's what we're going to be working on in this area. And yeah, I have to tear them down and rebuild them, you know, make up new designs. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm really excited to get into this area. I'm really excited to finish it because I think once it's done, it's going to look so cool. It's going to be so cool, and I'm really going to try my best to make the best builds I possibly can. And yeah, starting with these three houses. So hey guys, how's it going? But yeah, let me get into that. Let me just get into that. All right, so gliding down here, as you could see, there's a bunch of different houses, and I hate this one right here. I think it looks absolutely atrocious. It's just very flat and boring, and there's nothing really special about it. Then we have this blacksmith blacksmith over here. This one's fine, but again, it's just not something I like. This house is actually okay here. And then this is the third house we're going to be tearing down. I don't like it at all. These other houses back here, they're fine, I guess. I need to change this to spruce wood, but they're fine. They're okay. They're not really amazing, but they're not horrible. Maybe we'll come back and change these at another time. But for today, it's just going to be these three houses. We're going to rip them out and then build something better, build something greater, just build something different. And the time lapse is done. So as you could see, we got rid of all three of these houses. I was debating on TNTing them. That would have been pretty epic, but probably would have ruined everything else in the village. So I decided, maybe I won't do that. Anyways, though, I still need to change this from oak to spruce because it just looks horrible for some reason. It's just off-putting for me. And yeah, moving on, now I have to actually build these three houses. I'm not sure if I'm going to build all three in this episode because I don't even know how long this episode's been going on for because of those deleted clips. So we'll see. I'm not sure, though. I'm not promising anything. We're at least going to build one, though. That's for sure. Now I have to go design that one. Which one is it going to be? I'm thinking that it's going to be the blacksmith because that is like the most important main house. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go design it, and then I'm going to start building it. This is what the house is looking like. I'm actually a pretty big fan of it. Now, there's something a little bit off about the house, and I'm not quite sure what it is, but I actually want to make one alteration. I want to make one big change. Other than this, though, this gap right here, I think that the house looks a little bit too thin, and I don't like the way it's kind of like you can see too much of that side, that right side. It's a little bit revealing of the other area of the castle, so I'm actually going to extend this. Right now, it's 5 wide of this stone. I'm going to make it 7 wide. I'm going to make the whole building a little bit thicker, and I think that's just going to make it look a little bit better and more full. So I'm going to do that right now, and then I'll be right back with you guys. So the work is done. I finished this house. Didn't really finish it, but I altered the skeleton of it. I added those 2 extra blocks. It's now 7 wide. You can see kind of goes up farther, and the roof works a little bit differently, but overall I think it looks a lot better. I think it gained a lot from that. It doesn't reveal as much of the side, and it just looks a little bit more filler. It looks a little bit more sturdy because it's not this like weak 5 wide house, but this angle I really like. Maybe it's not the most logical thing because the chimney doesn't go over the roof, and chimneys are supposed to go over roofs, but it goes over the first roof. What are you going to do? It's not a fire hazard. This is Minecraft. I turned off fire tick or whatever that command is, and I still have a lot to do. I'm still going to do another time lapse of me finishing up all the details. I have to fill in the second floor. I have to do small details like this, add things to the chimney to make it look a little bit more realistic. I'm going to have to stop saying realistic. It's Minecraft, but you guys know what I mean. So anyways, I'm going to do that, and then I'll be back with you guys to talk about the final product. And the house is done. Now, I don't know, there's just something off about it. There's just some kind of element that just doesn't 100% work with me. I don't know what it is yet. I'm just really not sure. Maybe it's the stairs, the way they stack up like that. I don't know. There's just something off about it. Maybe it's the roof. I really like this angle. I think this angle is pretty nice. There's just something missing, though. Maybe it's leaves. Maybe it's... I don't know. I think it looks great. It's definitely an upgrade. It definitely looks pretty good in this village, and it does fit. It's just, there's something off about it. There's something that I'm not quite sure about, and I'm definitely going to come back and try to fix that whenever I get the idea. But I actually need to add some armor over here to an armor stand that I left barren. It's next to the blacksmith, and I have a few ideas that I want to add to make it look a little bit more, what's the word, like atmospheric or something like that, just to add some small details that people would like to see, because it's the details that make things look good, that make them feel real, and that make this world feel like it really is a world, like it's not just some picture on a painting or something like that. Picture on a painting. That's all I needed to say. I don't know why I keep going, but this pickaxe, it can be like a little tool there. I wish you could make like invisible item frames. I actually think you can, but maybe that's a data pack or something like that. Maybe I can look into that, but yeah, I think I'm gonna add some leaves just to make this look a little bit better. So I'm gonna do that quickly, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so just dotting a bunch of leaves around, and I do think this adds a lot. Even if I, have to knock out a slab or something like that, it kind of looks like it's decayed or kind of like seeped through the ceiling, something like that. And yeah, that just, it works. It looks so much better. This is supposed to be more of like a wintry town, so you can see there's some snow and ice over there. Maybe I'll even incorporate some of that. So maybe the leaves don't 100% make sense, but wow, they do add a lot. They make this building look a lot better. And I'm still not 100% happy with it, but it does look great. I'm not gonna lie. There's just something off about it. But moving on. You know what? I actually forgot something. I need to add some like coal and some ores and stuff like that. I'm just mixing in some basalt just to add some texture. Where is this blacksmith getting his resources from? He needs some piles. You go to Home Depot or Rona and you see they have all this wood laying outside, and that's kind of how it works because you need to keep this stuff places. Maybe we'll add some crates or something like that. And yeah, just dotting this stuff around so he has ease of access to it. I think it just adds a lot. It makes it look a lot better. And we can even add some like gold bars and some gold bars. What are they called? Gold blocks and some iron blocks just dotted around everywhere, just adding some atmosphere, making it a little bit more functionality, whatever. What else am I going to do in this episode? Am I going to get to the other houses? I'm not quite sure. I don't think that I will. I think I might just end it off here, maybe just add like an outro or something like that, because I've been working on this house for a while and this video is already delayed or late or whatever you want to call it. So I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I'll get to another house. I'm going to see how I feel, and then I'll let you guys know. So yeah, moving on. All right, gentlemen, so unfortunately that's going to be the end of this episode. Now, I got a good amount of work done, maybe not a lot of work done, but a fair amount, and as you can see, we didn't finish all 3 of the houses, but as I said, I didn't make any promises, so you can't fault me for that. Anyways, though, I'm looking at all these houses here, and they're all very similar, almost too similar. They're all using kind of like the same dark wood design, same dark roofs, and in my other villages, I kind of vary things up a lot, so it's kind of different, but it's kind of like this castle-rich area. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue this trend with the dark woods or not, or change things up, but I'm not sure. You guys let me know what you think, if you like this trend of the dark woods or if I should vary things up. Variation is good. I'm obviously still going to have variation in design. It's not just going to be copy and pasting, but yeah, that's all for the next episode. Let me know what you guys thought of this one. Let me know if you have any ideas for me or any projects that you want me to work on, any farms that you think I need, because I just need some inspiration. Different games are coming out now, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be focusing on Minecraft, but I'm still going to try to get at least one Minecraft video or episode out every week, maybe every 2 weeks, because this month is just packed with new games and new movies and stuff like that, new content, so I'm going to try to cover as much as I can. I'm still new to this YouTube thing, but thank you guys so much again. We're at like 117 subscribers. Thank you so much for that, and yeah, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Do people still say peace out? I don't know what I was thinking.